Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Star Wars The Black Series, Sabine Wren as she appears in Star Wars Ahsoka. And I have to say, I really like this figure, the way it turned out. You can tell the box has its usual big open window. So you can tell they did give her as much of a likeness as her on-screen counterpart. The A lot of the paint apps were basically inspired by what she wore in Ahsoka. And it looks like, and I'm going to try and show this off. I'll do this again when I get her unpackaged. They had updated her Mandalorian blasters. They had given her an updated version to Ezra's lightsaber. Then, of course, you do have, you know, the face sculpt, as they did try and go ahead and get it as close to the actress like the artwork here. And that is a very good rendition of Natasha Lee Borzillo. I know I'm butchering her last name. I do apologize. But yeah, not a bad render. I'm going to try and zoom out so you can get a full view. Right there. That is a really good render. Like I said, whoever did the artwork for this knocked it out of the park. Very, very nice. And of course, there's a little bio there, and it says that, of course, it says the exact same thing as the previous, as the previous box. Set after the fall of the Empire, Ahsoka follows former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano as she investigates an emerging threat to a vulnerable galaxy. So it's basically not touching upon the actual character, but more like a synopsis of the series itself. But like I said, the artwork's not bad, and the figure doesn't look too bad either. So, wow, I cannot wait to go ahead and open this up. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this. And there she is, Sabine Wren, armored up and lightsaber ignited and ready to rock and roll here. And wow, I have to say this is such a phenomenal looking figure. I love the paint applications that they did to her armor, to mirror the applications that they did in the show as well. I mean, the face sculpt, and I'm going to zoom in on that as we speak here, and that is, holy cow. As you can tell by the face sculpt, holy shit, they really did an awesome looking job. I have to wonder if they did do, the 3D, scanning to get such a good, accurate face. I mean, if you saw, the digital or the illustration that they put on the side, the artist was spot on in terms of her look. And I'm looking at the figure now, and it's like, wow. So, yeah, man, it's pretty awesome looking. And here we have a full-size view, as you saw earlier. And again, I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. Now, before we go any further, let's go ahead and take a look at some of her accessories. One of them here being the lightsaber that she was gifted by Ezra, which has been enhanced by Sabine. And I love the fact they did put in some paint applications on there. And of course, like every other lightsaber, the blade does come off and put on. So if you so want to, you can also hook that up onto her belt. And there she is. You know. Now, of course, they did give her an updated design on her Mandalorian helmet. Again, lovely paint applications on the hair all the way around. So, yeah. And then, of course, her scope can also go down, just like her other one. I'll put that off to the side. In addition, she does have 2 blasters here. Now, these, when I do have to tell you right off the bat, when you take these out of the packaging, do be careful, because these suckers are in there tight, and I've already had the experience of spending the before filming nearly half an hour trying to find the one that flew off. So they are tiny. They do tend to go ahead and fly off from the packaging. But yeah, there she is. Let me go ahead and zoom up so y'all can see. And I'm going to zoom out just a bit. There we go. As you can see, her blasters are very much similar to the one she had in her Rebels incarnation. The only difference this time around is that they added some paint on there, and that is very, very nice. I really like that. So, yeah, there she is right there. And I'm going to go ahead. There she is, armed with her blasters. Now, one thing I really wish they had done is they had given her her backpack. They didn't do it with her Rebels. They're not doing it with this one. Yet, I'm pretty sure that she's going to need it eventually. So maybe they'll do a remold or redo this figure with the backpack. So here's hoping. But yeah, there she is. Now I'm going to go ahead, put her hands, put her blasters in there. There you go, like so. Wow. So, as you can see, as I was mentioning earlier, she's got some really great paint applications on her. You know, here we have her, you know, on her chest plate there, the Rebel symbol or the Phoenix that she originated in, the new symbol on her armor, her gauntlets have a type of yellow design on each. And of course, as you saw, her blasters did have that. The back of her armor has that, and it looks like it's got like some battle-worn damage on the back. She has some paint apps on her knee pads as well as on her shin guards. So not too bad. All right, and so let's go ahead and proceed with articulation. So her head is on a ball joint. It can go 360. It can look up. It can look down. Can do an inquisitive look. Her arms can go 360. They can go up like so. They do have a type of over 90-degree bend. Oop, shoot. She saw. If you're not careful, it will launch. That was not supposed to happen, but there it is. And let's put that back in her holster. All right, now she does have a swivel at the elbow, can go over 90 degrees. She does have wrist rotation. I'm trying to see whether or not her arm, or I should say her wrist, can tilt like so, can tilt up like that. So again, that is mostly due to, I guess, whenever she's holding her lightsaber. Now she does have a type of swivel here, so she can go arch back, arch forward, go side to side. She can go left, she can go right, or right and left. She can kick up around 90 degrees. She can't kick back all that much because of her butt. She can bend around 90 degrees. She has a calf rotation here. Her foot can kick back, it can kick forward, and it does have ankle tilt. So there it is all the way around. So right there. So give me a moment to go ahead and take a few images to go ahead and use as the buffer. And I'll be right back with my final thoughts as well as my score. And there's Sabine unhelmeted, holding her lightsaber, and I have to say, it's not a bad figure. Now, granted, mine is a little tight in certain areas, which is good, but one of the things I do stress is that when you are posing her, especially her blasters, and especially if you're taking them out of its box initially, put it on a flat, bright surface, and make sure there's something like this type of stage that's folded on the side, so if it pops out, it will hit the back of the stage. Because if it flies off and you're not careful as to where it lands, you'll be spending the next hour or two trying to find the damn thing. Just saying. But, not too bad. One of the things I did have an issue, especially with posing, is I guess depending on how you're posing her standing up is an issue, especially with certain action poses. Okay, now it's starting to behave. Not a big deal though. But nonetheless, it is a good looking figure. I do like the face sculpt. I mean, Hasbro did a top-notch job, so they did do that process where they scanned the face and everything. Oh, they knocked it out of the park. I'm thinking they did the same with Ahsoka, for anyone who's seen my previous review of her figure. I think they did the same, but you can tell they tried it, but for some reason, I don't know if it took. But again, if you want to know my opinion, take a look at the previous video. But nonetheless, she is a great figure. So on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm gonna go ahead and give her an 8. Like I said, there were some issues previously, and I'm not gonna go over them again. But again, it's still a good figure. So for anyone that wants to collect the figures from this series, you would definitely, do well with this one as well. But that is my take on the figure, and that is my score. I want to hear from you. Now, I picked this one up originally as a pre-order through Hasbro Pulse, so if they are available, I will put a link in the description below. But I want to hear from you, as I always say. Did you like her? Did you hate her? Leave your comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. As always, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking out my channel, for subscribing, for clicking on the bell icon, for liking and sharing my videos, and on occasion, leaving a comment. It makes I really appreciate it, and it helps out my channel tremendously. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.